going to come down to getting buy-in from not only your doctors, but from administration. Say, for example, I know one police department used to use what they call color of the day. And every day that color changed so that when they encountered somebody who claimed to be undercover, obviously they weren't carrying their badge or any identification that they were a police officer, and they were challenged and said, I'm undercover and the color of the day is X, Y, or Z, or there's a number, or I know some companies use laminated ID cards with a specific series of numbers on the back, and only that doctor knows what that information is. There's going to have to be these policies, not just policies, but also technical solutions. Maybe it is they can only call in to a certain number from a whitelisted or allowed phone number, so that they know this is somebody who works for this hospital, has privileges, or in the case of what we do for, like, say, payroll changes, if somebody wants to email in a payroll change, our payroll department is mandated. They don't respond to the email. They don't call the phone number in the email. They don't do anything with the email. They go into our directory in our primary core systems, look up that person's phone number and call them on the phone to verify things. So the hospital is going to have to come up with a policy that works for them. There's not going to be one size fits all solution to this. That's actually a very excellent question. And the term phishing comes from voice phishing, which is very similar to phishing for email. It's simulated phone calls.
Yeah, John, to add on to that, you make some good points. At my own company, a simple call to the help desk, just a call to the help desk, requires multi-factor, two-factor authentication these days. And it could be a simple thing that I'm having a problem with my computer, but we've taken it to the extreme that they're not going to talk to us until they verify as closely as they can the actual person they're talking to.
Well, Rob, but you make an excellent point. You say you've taken it to the extreme, but we're talking about healthcare. We're talking about people's lives.
That's
I'm going to
right.
be honest with you. If somebody was to say, well, the doctor called in, you need your medication, he called in the order, but we couldn't verify him and make sure that that was actually the doctor giving us the orders, I'm okay with that. I really am, because can you imagine, you're a recovering heart patient, a bad actor calls in on a phishing and gives you a medication that A, you're allergic to, or B, is counterproductive for your recovery.
Absolutely.
At some point, we have to understand that we're not just dealing with dollars and cents. In the healthcare industry and in today's society, we're dealing with people's lives. So having to take that extra step, having to take that extra 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever it takes to go through that multi-factor authentication or that code phrase check balance way to make sure that the person on the other end is who they say they are, I'm okay with that.